Hello and welcome to our final creative play as part of Ditto's digital adventures. My name is Sophie and today we are making glow-in-the-dark jellyfish. But first, let me show you what I mean. Here is one I made earlier. Ta-da! And what's really cool about this is that you can hang it up anywhere. You can hang it up in your room, by a window, in the lounge. And the best part about it all is that when it goes dark, it's going to glow. So, first of all, you need to find a table where you can pop maybe some newspaper on, like mine, just to protect it so we're not going to get messy. You will also need some white yarn, like this. I would say maybe about 30 pieces of it, cut to about 90 centimetres. You will need some UV acrylic paints, like these. You can have more colours than that, but these are my favourite 3 colours. And what we'll do is we're going to paint that, and that's going to give our jellyfish their kind of bright fluorescent look. You'll also need a paper bowl, like this, a sandwich bag, a pencil, a paintbrush, and finally a mug of water. Cool. Once we've got all of those things, we are ready to go. Cool. So first of all, we're going to start by painting our paper plates. And it's up to you really what you want to do design wise. You could do it spotty, paint loads of spots on it. You could paint it all in one colour, you could have loads of different colours. What I'm going to do something very, very similar to the one that I did before. As you can see, I've done little strips of different colours. So that is what I'm going to do to mine. Always got to make sure that our paintbrushes are wet. And remember, you don't want to have too much paint on your paintbrush, so just be really, really careful with that. Your brushes each time you change the colour, just be careful not to put too much water on your brushes because UV acrylic paint is already very runny, and so what happens is that when you paint you get this really runny paint, which is not great to paint with. So just be really careful when dabbing your paintbrush into water. Just a little bit is all you need. Cool, so now I've painted the outside of my bowl. I need to paint the inside of my bowl. But we can't do this until the paint on the outside is dry. Because if we place it down like that, the paint's going to get all ruined. So, time for a snack, I think, while we let this dry. See you soon. Right, so now our outside is dry, let's paint the inside. inside is painted now. So our jellyfish head is now painted. So whilst we let that one dry, let's have a go now at painting our tentacles. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sandwich bag and you're going to pop your yarn into there, and then in the sandwich bag you are going to add some paint. Now you could go for any colour paint, any UV coloured paint. You could go for a number of them. You could have maybe pink, green, blue, purple, whatever. Or just like me, if you are like me, I am going to add just the one colour in there. So I'm going to keep my pink because it's my favourite colour. And I'm just going to pour a little bit in there, like that. Now this is where the fun part happens. You are going to seal your sandwich bag. And now you are going to basically immerse the paint onto the string. So what we're doing is we're trying to cover the yarn as much as possible in the paint so that it glows in the dark even more. Now if it's a little bit dry and it's not spreading, you can add a little bit of water in there, or you can add a little bit more paint. It's totally up to you. But this is what I'm doing. This is the fun part of it, really. Da, da, da. Maybe you could sing a song while you're doing it as well. Have a bit of a jiggle. So mine's spread, but I think I could add a little bit more paint, so I'm going to add a little bit more in there, like this. There we go. And there's a very strong smell with this paint as well. I'm not quite sure what it is. So yeah, we're going to do this again. Right, so lovely. So once you have covered your yarn, like mine, if you can see in there, you are going to take this out now and you're going to let it dry alongside the inside of your plate. So let's take this out and we're going to let it dry now. Time for another snack, I think. See you soon. Okay, so now that your plate has fully dried, and so has your yarn, now we're going to attach the two together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our plate, and in the centre, just here and here, we're going to use our pencil and we're going to make two little holes. So let's have a go at doing that. And you might need a little bit of help with this. Great, so we've made our holes. You might be able to see it. If not, don't worry. And what we are going to do is we are going to take a piece of our thread, preferably the shortest one you've got. So let's have a look, which one is the shortest? Maybe this one here. And you are going to thread this through so that the bottom of it has a thread coming through. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. Just like that. So can you see there's a little loop and it comes through the top. Lovely. So now we are going to take our yarn, and where we've got this little hoop here, we are going to thread the yarn through it. And we want it to be about halfway, threaded halfway. So let's have a look, where is the middle? Let me hold it up and see. Ah, yes, in the middle. So it should look something like this. And these two bits of yarn here, we're going to pull up as tight as possible. And you can probably see then if it's even or not. See, mine's slightly wonky, so I'm just going to pull this side a little bit more so it's even. Let's have a look now. Oop, that's falling down, that's okay. Just pull it up again. There we go. So, once that is tight, with these two pieces of yarn, we are going to tie a knot and another knot. It's nice and secure. And then with these two pieces here like this, right at the top, I am going to tie another knot. Like that. And if you've got any loose bits like this, you can cut them off with the scissors. So now we've got our little hanging for it. So you can hang that wherever you want. And then the final step with your yarn here, we're going to tie this into a knot, just to make sure it is extra, 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 extra secure. So make sure it's really, really, really tight. As tight as possible. If you need an adult to help you with that, that's okay. And there we go. And if you want, you can cut these so it's a little bit more even, but I quite like the fact that they're a little bit different lengths. But there we go. There is our glow-in-the-dark jellyfish. Thank you so much for watching our final creative play with me, Sophie, as part of Ditto's digital adventure series. Now, time to find somewhere to hang these up. See you soon. Bye!